Alrighty, so historically, actually, this next question, the one that follows it, aren't covered much on the exam, but you never know, right? She can put whatever she wants in the exam, so let's make it happen, or whatever. So it says here, Girly Pants Incorporated produces tight-fitting pants for emo kids. Given recent influxes into this market, competitive market conditions have established a common sales price of $60 per pair of pants. The manufacturer costs per pair are projected as follows. So we have apparently direct materials, direct labor, and total manufacturing cost of $48. All right. It says they desire a gross margin percentage of what? 40%. Now look, when you read these questions, don't forget that if you can get a gross margin percent of 40%, you know that the cost of goods sold must be the other what? Good. 60%. Okay, remember, every price tag you have ever laid eyes on in your entire adult life, it can be split up into two pieces, so to speak. A certain percent of it is gross margin, a certain percent is cost of goods sold. Okay? So, let's go here. It says using which pricing mechanism? Good. Cost plus, guys. Cost plus. What price, okay? What price would they charge for their overly tight-fitting pants? Okay, now let's explain this as well as we can. Remember, when you do what's called cost plus pricing, what you don't know is the price you're going to eventually put on there, right? So you basically say, well, you know, I know what the cost is going to be, right? I know it's going to cost this amount, and so what price should I charge if I want a certain percent to be gross margin and a certain percent to be cost of goods sold? Make sense? All right? So in other words, you're still going to use this formula always. It's 1 minus gross margin percent, or essentially you could think of it as, it's equally as correct to say it as cost of goods sold percent, same thing, times the selling price. Times the selling price is the cost. So we know that what? Well, we know we want to make things work in such a way that according to this question, it tells us cost of goods sold is 60%. So we want 60% of the selling price, right? 60% of the selling price to be cost. So 60% of the selling price to be what amount of money? Good. 60% of the selling price is going to be the cost, or the total manufacturing cost of $48, right? So if we take, algebraically, we solve by dividing both sides by 0.6, divide by 0.6, so 48 over 0.6 should give you a selling price of $80. So don't forget that what? For the cost plus pricing, okay, cost plus pricing, again, it tells us we're going to solve for the cost. So the answer is, solve for the price, so to speak, excuse me. So the answer is A, or $80. All right? Good, not too bad. So memorize the formula, like I said before, and the two different types of pricing. We have cost plus as well as target. You just solve for a different part in the equation. All right? So we'll see you guys for the next one.